Israeli government couldn't do nothing about it. You feel me? And Russia got some new weapons on deck. You feel me? I was telling BJ how they got the flying AKs. Like how you
Con,
got
con.
flying AKs though? You feel me?
Right,
So I
right,
was
right.
like, I ain't never heard of no
Yeah,
flying
man.
AK. So, but yeah, it's finna crack off, man, and it's looking lovely because the Most High, He's sending us all together, man. The family, bring the family reunion back.
That's right.
So before everything pop off, we're gonna at least be together and enduring in the Most High. We're gonna be eating because it says verses about how we're gonna be eating in those days. You feel me? We're gonna be well fed. But yeah, James chapter 1. All right, we're gonna get some. Captain, find some facts on James. You know, like a brief, something brief about him.
Con, let me see what's going on. Mm, could you guys see that? No, you can't, huh? You can't see.
Nah,
You can't see that. Hold on, real quick. Slacky. Let me
I got a
change my
small screen, so
Let me change my screen settings real quick because my screen is all different.
Praise report, praise report. I told Abaya, Lieutenant Abaya. I told him earlier, but yeah, we met a new brother. He ain't gonna say his name yet, and just until he actually you know joined. But got a new sheep. All praises to the Most High, a new brother
all
that's in the
praises.
truth. He's ready for war. You feel me? Spiritual warfare. So you know, that's all praise to the Most High. The truth ain't for everybody, but it's for who the Most High ordained it to be for. So, Kwame Asharala, we know that's just a
All
step
praise, all
forward.
praise.
Kwame Asharala.
I got it right here. We got to zoom in on here.
Con.
You said I was trying to get the wiki on them real quick. Let me see. I had to fix my shit right here. Here we go, bam.
And this is actual history. This is actually documented. You feel me? Who, about Yahweh Christ and the disciples is all facts. You feel me? This is not just religion. It's all, evidence of our true history. So, I mean, it's good that, we breaking it down. We're not going to just read you the scriptures. We're going to give you where it came from too. So we want to make you a believer. You feel me? Um, but yeah, what you got?
Uh, you asking me?
Yeah, read it.
Okay. It says the Epistle of James, the letter James, or simply James, ancient Greek, lach wab bach, Romanized lakabos,
God,
is a
hold on.
general epistle. Is a general epistle. Epistle would mean a letter, right? It's a form of
That
it's
was
a
funny.
type of letter. Okay, and one of the 21 epistles, didactic letters in the New Testament, right? Because the New Testament consists of several epistles or letters. Several from Paul and James, Matthew, Luke, and whatnot. So let's see what this definition of didactic is, because I don't know either. So let's all find it.
Con.
Didactic. Let's see. Says intended to teach, particularly in having moral instruction as an ulterior motive. A didactic novel that set out to expose social injustice. Okay, so it's the type of teaching to have moral instructions, just like how Paul was saying, to repent and all that stuff. Moral instructions, because what Christ did for us. I was shy.
Yeah, con.
Con.
And that's actually
Uh,
good to have moral instructions and stuff. So, um, is there any more information on? Can you go back to the actual Google to see a brief description of James as well? to give
Okay,
them
I'll keep that right there.
con.
I think it gets into that on here. I think it
Oh
just
yeah,
goes down here.
oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
this is the wiki on him, so it just that's just the foreground of the
Oh yeah, con. Yeah, bring it out then.
right here. The author. So we know there were letters. Con. The author identifies himself as James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shai, Christ, who is writing to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Con. The
Con,
epistle, which is a letter for moral instruction, is traditionally attributed to James, the brother of Yahweh Shai. Khan,
con,
James the Just. And remember, just would be the ones keeping the commandments, the ones keeping the law. Khan. And the audience is generally considered to be so-called
Israelite
Jewish
Christians.
Christians, yeah, Khan, who were dispersed outside Israel. So even the wiki is telling us what we believe in, that it was for the 12 tribes that were scattered abroad. Further along, all the other didactic letters as well. Khan?
Con, I like that.
Con.
I like that. And so when it go to epistles, and what does the epistles mean? Elder
Epistle
your
would,
heart,
we can get the definition. Or if Elder Yard knows, bring it up.
and you can still get the definition too.
Elder Yard, you got something you want to say something on that?
No, I'm good right now.
Oh, you good?
Khan. That's all it is, a letter.
A letter, okay. Con. So can you scroll down under the New Testament picture?
Where? This right here?
Yeah, keep
Khan?
going where it says epistles.
Khan.
So these are all epistles of the New Testament's letters, because I believe a lot of at the time a lot of our people was going to jail, and then they was going to the scattered abroad that was scattered to the four corners of the earth already. You feel me? So it's the same thing. It's the same instructions back then stands today. You feel me? And James was relaying the message of Yahushua, his brother, which is something like that's amazing to be the brother of Yahushua. You see, what was the game plan. You feel me? I mean, you actually down with your brother. You feel me? But he's getting this message out and all that. And it's like these are simple instructions for us to do it too. Like when Christianity, they're gonna try to confuse you, be like, oh, this is strictly for Christianity for the entire world and all that. But those letters was going out only for it to Israel, the
Hey,
ones that were scattered. You feel
Khan.
me? So I mean
Con.
that's something
Run
good
that
to
down real quick.
good to know.
Mhm.
Um, so we're gonna start at James 1, but another thing I want to you know get clear is, we like to get geographics understood when we're talking about this, the time, the history, the date. If you can find the date of when James was on this earth with Yahweh Shai, so we can give them a better sense of reality. Uh, Jerusalem was under oppression by the Romans. All right, it's just like the Caucasian Edomites oppressed the Negroes in America, but it was actually in our homeland oppressing us before we got here and dispersed during slavery. So it was foretold that all this stuff was going to happen before Moses died. So when Yahweh was on this earth, he was gathering all his disciples, you feel me, and followers, is teaching the gospel, which is the good message, the word, um, and it was going through the epistles, the letters. All right, it had to be dispersed, but before the end happens, everything had to be published.
Khan.
All right,
Khan.
so everything's been published right now. So now you seeing the end, you seeing wars, rumors of wars, all in Matthew. But we got to get to James, so when these things do happen, we would know how to act. We would know how to be with, wisdom and balance, so we can have favor with the Most High. And James was actually writing these letters and being a witness to all the things Yahweh Shah was going through, the Israelites was going through, who was going through, all the oppression was going through in Rome. Because the reason, when you watch Judas in the Black Messiah, you feel me? Judas was there to infiltrate. You feel me? When you look at Judas in the scriptures, Judas, he was low key infiltrating as well. He wanted the Christ Yahushua to go to war with the Romans and all that, and wanted the kingdom to be set forth then and there. When Yahushua only came to deliver the good news, the gospel. All right, so we can get saved during this time where we're going through, because the word, the New Testament, was not written for them back then. It was written for us now. All right, if that makes sense. So we're gonna give you the actual. I want you guys to actually feel what your ancestors feel. During these times of oppression, because you think police brutality is bad now. Back then, they was crucifying us, chopping our heads off. You feel me? Just for make for amusement. But you got the date.
No, I'm still trying to figure it out. Lucky.
Con. I got it right now. So precisely 451 years after the June 19. What? Hold on, that got to be wrong. Give me 1 second. What year was the Book of James written? I tried 62 A.D. So it was written in 62 A.D. That's 4 years prior, before the Israel went to war with Rome, from 66 A.D. to 70 A.D. Khan?
Not.
All right, Khan. All right, so we're gonna get James chapter 1 started. You got all the you guys
I got
ready?
it right here. Yeah, kind.
Khan. All right, let me share the
I'll
screen
pull it
real
up.
quick. Oh, you
Oh,
got
go
it?
ahead. If you want, I'll
I
pull it
get
up.
it. All right, this is James chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahushua the Mashiach, which is Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered up abroad, greetings. So this is the letter to the 12 tribes that were scattered abroad. And this is showing you that at that time, the Jews was not technically scattered in 62 AD. They were scattered during the siege of Jerusalem. All right, I can
Right in 70 AD, kind.
in 70 AD.
Yeah, they were
I
still
can
scattered out, right?
Yeah,
Kind.
I can you give me Deuteronomy 28 and 64? Because that goes along with that. So when Christianity tries to say, oh well, Christ died for everybody, according to the epistles, the letters was wrote to what? James chapter 1 says, James, a servant of God. He's a servant, so he's doing the most highest work. And of the Lord, Yahushua the Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greetings. So it's a
Right.
message to
Kind.
basically telling you why you be scattered. So James is saying, my brethren, my Aquam, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So when you go to diverse temptations, When you're tempted by the devil, your adversary, to do certain acts, whatever, your faith, practice patience. Practice patience with your faith. All right, everything that you learn, everything that you study,
You
hold
got to
on to
endure.
that. Endure. Don't throw it away. Hold on to it. Practice the patience. The kingdom is at hand. Just be patient for it. All right. When you grow something on the ground, corn, you grow corn. Guess what? It's going to grow. Be patient. You can't rush nothing. A growing process. So now it says, verse 3, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So the Most High tries your faith, all right, and He's looking to see to test your patience. All right, when you're going through all type of hell and all that, especially when you in the truth, He's seeing like, are you gonna be righteous and perfect like Job, or are you gonna, you know, curse him out like Esau? You feel me?
Con.
So real talk. Then it says, if any of you lack wisdom, all right, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. That's the first
Mm-hmm.
thing King Solomon asked for, was wisdom. But I'm gonna stop right there.
Con, I got a
He
preset.
Khan.
I got a, let's see, right here. Watch this. It says, Psalms chapter 147, verse 2. The Lord doth build up Jerusalem. He gathereth together the outcasts of Israel.
Ooh, the Most High build. So we building up Jerusalem brick by brick right now. All right, let our brothers know they Israelites. All right, going through the highways and the byways, the liquor stores, the malls, grocery stores, wherever we going, anywhere we can find brothers. The Most High, He's using us to build it up. All right,
Con, I still got Deuteronomy 28,
it,
64. Con,
bring that out, King. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64 says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither
So,
thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
so that's context and parallel to James chapter 1 and 1, because he's writing this message all the way to the brothers, his brothers, which is us. All right, about the epistles, the letters of the gospel, to how to get salvation, which is to be saved out of our from our oppressor's land. All
Con.
right. So we on verse 6 now. James chapter 1 and 6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. So don't doubt it. Remember when what was it? Peter, he walked the water. He
Right,
was
right.
he was wavering while he was walking on the water with Yahweh. Why
He
would
started
you
doubting.
waver? Why would you doubt when Yahweh right next to you and you're already walking on water? You feel me? So that's, he lost faith. So he was about to sink, and then Yahweh saved him. You feel me? So that's why you don't need a doubt, because Yahweh is gonna save you. You feel me? Then it says, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So
Con.
this is King. I mean, it's like he's a king, but this is not King James. But this is James, Yahweh's brother. He's telling us. So this is milk on how we should
Right,
grow to
right.
an Israelite. How we should be that as
Con.
an Israelite. So it's telling you a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, meaning you can't be of the world and then be of the truth, then try to bring them together. It's going to confuse you and the people that you teach, which is going to bring destruction.
Con.
All right,
And you know what else? You know what else that parallels to? Matthew
con,
6:24. Right. That's the parallel to that. So let's see. Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No
bring it
man
out.
can serve two masters, for
Mm.
either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. Con.
That's right. And that's perfect. You feel me? Because you can't be of this world. You feel me? And then claim that you love the Most High. That means you're a liar. You feel me? And no liar can get enter to the kingdom of heaven, meaning you're not going to be saved. All right. So, I mean, that's real. You can't be double minded. Double minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's why, it's like a kid in the candy store. You don't know which way to choose. You feel me? You don't know what he want. You feel me?
Con.
You feel me? So, you gotta keep that in mind. All right.
Say,
Your
hey,
mind. Con,
go ahead, go ahead.
I'm listening, Elder.
Yeah, I just want to bring out something. I know Khalil was done with giving some precepts a minute ago, but read James 1 and 2 again.
James 1 and 2.
I
Con.
got a precept for that as well.
Bring it out.
This is James 1 and 2. My Aquams, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation.
Yeah, so like you brought out, he was talking to the brothers. We know who the brothers are, the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered abroad, as you brought out in Deuteronomy 28:64. But here, he's telling us to count it joy. Why is he saying count it joy when you fall into diverse temptation? Now, go to Apocrypha and go to Ecclesiasticus, Sirach.
Con, I got
Ecclesiasticus,
it right here.
Sirach. You know what I'm going? Chapter 2, verse 2, or verse 1, verse 1. Chapter 2,
Con.
verse 1.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord,
See right there, if he's telling us you coming to serve, that means you're getting them the law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
prepare thy soul for temptation.
That's right. That's right. So that's a
Con.
beautiful thing. That's why it's bringing out in James to count it all joy. Because when you've had those temptations when they come upon you, a lot of brothers waver and they fall off. But the strong ones, and the ones that are still gathering and waking people up, we're the ones who count it joy because we know that's because we're serving them, because we're getting back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Once that's done, you're serving them, and then that's when temptations are going to come. So count it as a joy, that you are faced with those things. So, and also give me Ecclesiastes chapter 33 and 2, our verse
Con.
1 and that 2. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 33.
Con. There's a book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord.
That's right.
But
That's joyful right there. That's to give you a
con,
reason to be joyful. This is talking about in James. Keep going.
but in
God.
temptation, even again, he will deliver him.
That's right. Keep going at verse 2.
Verse 2. A wise man hateth not the law,
That's right.
but he that is an hypocrite therein is a ship in a storm.
That's right. You see that?
Mm.
You see that goes right back to what you was bringing up when we was
Going
talking
back and
about
forth.
the
Back
man
in back,
going
back
and
in
can't
verse
serve
6.
two masters, right? Can't serve two masters. You just brought that out. So all right, keep going,
God.
man. I just wanted to
That's
bring
that
those out.
hood. That's that hood hopping shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, you can
God.
go back to reading now, Asa.
Con. That was beautiful.
All praise.
Verse 9. Let thy ox of low degree rejoice in that it's like it rejoice in that he is exalted. It's like, let me say it again. Let thy brother, which is ox of low degree, rejoice in that he is exalted. Exalted. Meaning praise
Mm-hmm.
a brother that's in a low degree, praise the most high. You feel me? That's what I get from that. Anybody else?
Now keep going.
Yeah, I
It's
get it
all
on
yours.
that
This
too,
is
man. Sometimes you hear brothers and sisters, man, when they start losing family, right? Everybody, all your friends. That's when you know you're in the truth, man. And when you go in that direction, it's because all your friends start to fall off. We always be mentioning that sorrow we be feeling for them, that low degree, right?
Yeah,
Let the brother know
yeah.
he rejoice that he is exalted. Because
Mm.
but That's because we are now rising up, that Kwam Yasharala. So go ahead.
Con, and I got a precept for that. Oh, Con, what's that verse? When you brought down to a lower state, take it cheerfully.
Um, just paraphrase it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. Akabaya, you there?
I'm still here.
Con,
Okay, Con. That is Ecclesiastes 2 and 4. Bring it out real quick. Because, I mean, it's real. The Most High, he does give us instructions on how to deal with everything that we deal with. And if it's the actual situation is not there, it's still giving you a blueprint on still how to deal with it. You feel me? By using wisdom. But Ecclesiastes 2 and 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take it cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Con.
And I'm gonna show it just so no, you know what? I could just copy and paste it just so I can put it on the screen because I feel like that's a key ingredient that what we need in our community because there's a lot of murmuring and complaining amongst Yasharala. You feel me? Like whatever happens, we could be in the truth. The Most High do something. You still got to take it cheerfully in a lower state.
Con, you gotta take it like a champ. Like
Take it like a
Nebuchadnezzar
champ.
did when he had to do that 7 years. He came back, he realized who he was dealing with.
You got to have a chin on you to be in the truth. For real, for real. All right, so we're going back to the precepts, to the chapter. Verse 10. But the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away. For the sun is no sooner risen with a burning heat, but it withereth the grass, and the flower thereof falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it perisheth. So also shall the rich man fade away in his ways. So y'all don't want to
Con.
follow the ways of the rich man because he got money, fashion, fame, and clothes and all that. You feel me? Beautiful women. You don't want to follow him. Follow the Most High because that's
Right.
the true righteous in the wealth. I He's gonna pass. Our richness and our wealth is gonna be forever. All right, it's not gonna wither away. It's two different types of wealth. All right. So I mean, and we love to teach about wealth. All right, but the Most High wealth, His business is like no other business. All right,
Uh,
got to advertise it like Don King. You feel me? but but it says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. For when he is tried, check this, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Most High hath promised to them that love him. So, what's the love of the Most High, Aquan?
Keep the law,
Keeping the
statutes, and
commandments.
commandments.
Keep the
So,
commandments.
who's the only one that can actually keep them statute laws, commandments?
According to Psalms 50 and 5, it's the children of Israel.
That's right.
So, that's the only ones that can love him. All right. So we got to endure the temptation. The ones that's keeping the statute, laws, commandments, who love the Most High. All right. I'm calling all you brothers and sisters out of Christianity, out of Islam, because y'all don't know or love the Most High until you come back to His statute, laws, commandments. All right. Children of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so called. It says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither be tempted he any man. All right. So when these pastors is, trying to call you in these church houses and like, God told me that you gonna make $1 million. You feel me? If you pay me this or all that. You feel me? Don't that's low key tempting the Most High. You feel me? They
That's not that's something we can control. You know what I'm saying, through the power of the Most High. We don't let that get to us.
yeah we
We gotta be
can't
strong in it.
yeah you can't tempt the Most High. You feel me? And you can't even be on. You can't even what you call Satan try to tell Yahweh to jump off of like a cliff so that angels can lift him up so he don't dash his foot against a rock. All right,
That was Matthew 4 and 1, and it
con,
so that's how you know that Yahweh Shai ain't the Most High God, but he's the Son of the Most High. He's second in command. You know what I'm saying? So he was tempted, but he didn't fall through with it because of course he's Yahweh Shai. But the Most High God, you cannot tempt him at all.
con, and
Everything's
this
already predestined.
con and this how you know Christianity don't know the scriptures because they don't do use parallels to examine the scriptures like that.
Or
You feel
common
me?
sense.
Yeah, that's all. That's all it is. Common sense. But the Most High blocked off their common sense, so they don't got no sense. You feel me? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's a
See, let me add something real quick. Salakia. All right.
con.
Yeah. So I was just checking this out, man. When you read Ecclesiasticus, it's almost as if James had known of this writing
You know what I
because
was
this.
thinking earlier? Not to interrupt
What's
you,
that?
I know I was
Yeah.
thinking
Go
James.
ahead. Mm-hmm.
So, all right, this is the parallel I was about to say earlier. That's kind of sense that you're saying because James,
Yeah.
it also sounds like Proverbs. You feel me? Or
Mm.
when I'm reading with James, but a lot of people say Yahushua could be Solomon. You feel me? And
Mm.
you feel me? So the parallel, that's something to look within too. Who is James? Because that does sound like something off of Proverbs or
Mm.
Ecclesiasticus or something. So not to
Exactly.
interrupt you, keep going. Now that's
Oh
gonna
no,
be
no,
crazy you
that's
saying
good.
that.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But yeah, because remember when we went there to Ecclesiasticus 2, when we were talking about temptation. Now
Con,
check out these key phrases that you were just mentioning in James 1 and 1. We was talking about double-minded, unstable. We read about that, and also that the in verse 12 when it said, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for
Hmm.
when he is tried." So remember that part as well. Now check out this one. Just go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 2
So
and
what does
just
that mean,
start from
though?
verse 1 and just think about what we was reading in
uh,
James and just
slack
check
you,
it out.
elder. Slack you, elder. What did you say, Lieutenant Abaya?
Can you give me like a little more meaning to that, to what he says? Um, Blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
Elder, you want to get him with that or Captain?
You can get it. All right, Khalil.
Con. So for example, if you're tempted to sell your soul for a record deal or to do something abominable like eat pork or shrimp for a certain amount of cash, or if you're just tempted to go sin just out of your lust and you don't and you endure, blessed be your soul because you're going to endure salvation. Christ going to come
Con,
and
Okay.
save you
Come
out of this
con,
hell.
con, and Slacky. And all that stuff is all going to lead you. You can get out of that, through the power of Yahweh Shai. It's like for you out there, you know what I'm saying? All the temptation.
Say that last part again, not
It's like a test. It's testing your faith every day. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look to the examples of Yahweh Shai. He didn't he was tempted, but he didn't fall through with it. He kept on that path. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to endure while we out here until that time
come.
comes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
real.
it's gonna talk
Why,
about that. It's gonna
so
talk.
like, yeah,
It's
I
gonna
got
talk
I got
about
a precept too.
Ecclesiastes.
I got a precept after you. I got a precept. Go ahead. Drink
What you
my
say,
water.
Elder?
Yeah, I was saying what the brother was just asking about. in verse 12 about the getting that crown of life, that reward. It's going to talk about that in Ecclesiastes. Let's just go from Ecclesiastes chapter 2 from the top, from verse 1 and go to verse 8. And just check it out.
Con.
Right.
Yeah. And you can bring it out if you want right now, too.
That's Sirach chapter 2.
God,
Verse
I got
1.
it. I got. Are you gonna read it or?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and read it. I'm going to read down the verse, but you got it showing up on the screen, right?
It's Ecclesiastes.
No, we all got the apocrypha. We all got our apocryphas, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We
got our books.
Man. I just read it for the sake of time.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation." We already went over that. "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure." We talked about endurance in James. And make not haste in time of trouble. Verse 3. "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end." Verse 4. "Whatsoever is bought upon thee, take cheerfully." We talked about joy in James. "And be patient." We talked about that in James. "When thou art changed to a low estate." We talked about that in James. Wasn't that brought out about low estate? Which verse was that in James? About low estate, low degree. Verse 9 in James 1. "Let the brother low degree rejoice in that he is exalted." Verse 5, I'm back to Sirach right now. "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." We talked about that that fire in what verse was that you get tried in? Verse 12, what the brother was just asking about. "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried." That's that same being tried in fire. In the book, you see what I'm saying?
I see. Yeah,
Are you following?
That has a super parallel with James, basically saying the same thing.
Exactly. And verse 6.
Strong precepts.
Yeah, absolutely. "Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him." Verse 7. "Ye that fear the Most High, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest you fall." And verse 8. This goes right to verse 12 in James. Verse 8. "You that fear the Most High, believe him, and your reward shall not fail." That reward was talked about then. What was the reward? What in the verse 12? What was the reward?
The reward, we can go to
the
right now.
The promise.
The crown of life.
The crown of life.
Yeah, the
crown of life.
Yeah, that's the promise. That's the promise right there.
That's
too.
right. That's right.
Is the crown of life
joy,
and
and
the promise that runs one and the same, right? The crown of life which the Lord hath promised to them that love him, which is the children of Israel, which would be the promise, right? Actually, that links up with Ecclesiastes is 17 and 9. Right here, he gave them glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding.
That's right.
And the elect shall praise his holy name. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage, right? And if you look at that, a law of life, he gave us knowledge and a law of life for inheritance, right? And that links right back to Isaiah 74, where it says that we will lose our heritage, right? We lost that knowledge and we lost that law. That was our true heritage, but culture comes with that afterwards. So that's also
That was, yeah. Cause it's crazy how that go perfectly like that. Like how they coexist, like certain scriptures out of the Bible. You feel me? That's crazy. Like it's a song, but it makes you think like it's like a fingerprint. Like everybody has a
they
unique.
harmonize.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's like, but then we start looking.
Yeah.
At all.
Hebrews can't see it.
Yeah.
People in the churches can't see it. They can read it, but they don't see it. They don't have that spirit, that ruach. That's
right, because
they only can get so far.
Right. They just they talk about that prosperity gospel, and then that's why they don't understand the key to unlock how to read it is that Isaiah 28:10, that precept upon precept. That's it. Harmonize the scriptures together because they're all one people. They're all speaking in one language. right? Written by Hebrews
Con.
for Hebrews. So we got to
Like
understand
Fubu.
that part.
Like Fubu from us by us.
Yeah.
On the real, they're taking it back.
Dang.
Shit.
Right.
It's some more meat. You feel me? It's some more chicken on his bone. So let's finish this up.
What
All
verse
right,
we
so
on?
we on verse 13. No, we're on verse 14.
Oh, con.
It says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. So that's why, like, for example, we gonna at camp, man, it'd be a brother, he could be about his people. He'd be like, yeah, what's up, so brother? But soon, he got a white woman. As soon as you say the laws ain't for the Edomites and you can't marry a white woman, I don't see it that way. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Like,
Hmm.
it's the same thing. You feel me? Like his own lust
Con.
makes him not
Con.
see the truth. You feel me?
I got a
So let's
preset.
con,
Yeah, it makes you not want to see the truth because that goes back to it goes back to Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 3, right? Talking about they gonna turn you away from reaching me. So I can just paraphrasing right now. That
dealing
forsake the Most
dealing with
High.
a
I'll get it
heathen,
right now.
yeah,
I'll get it
dealing
right
with
now.
a heathen woman.
Is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 3. It says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Why? Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me, because they start delving in all kinds of other practices. And that falls along the lines of temptation, right? Because you're going to be tempted to want to accept whoever you're with in a lustly manner and in a worldview manner, right?
Con,
So
con.
so so I got a precept that also falls with that. And this is First Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. And it says, there hath no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Mm,
When you enduring
con,
these temptations and you going through it, it's you're not dying, right? You're not being killed, so you still have that ounce of faith to escape from those temptations through the power of the Most High. Because
con,
there's nothing that the Most High is tempting us to do that we can't be able to overpass.
con. Now that's real because I mean that says a lot. The temptation is something that we deal with as men and as women, as Awam and as Akwaf. We deal with that. The men we can deal with it through not wanting to be married and have children, just want to have lust and different women and money and all that. You feel me? You gotta be able to cut those in vain imaginations down and come back and like, you know what? The Most High told me to be fruitful, multiply. The Most High told me to get a wife. He not finding the wife finding the good thing. The Most High told me to treat my wife good, all right, or wife's good, all right, and
Con,
and and with sisters temptation, hey, the white man tempt y'all more than he tried to tempt us. I give y'all money, give y'all career,
they was the first
and then
ones
y'all,
tempted with the fruit.
yeah, and then you get, then you like, you know what? I don't gotta submit to my man. So you're tempted not to submit because all the things that they're giving you. That's why I do tell you that a gift destroys the heart. All
Right,
right,
right.
so the tempt,
Con
tempt,
Slakia. So that's what the serpent did to Eve, right? Tempted her with the
con,
fruits and that worldly view and all of these things that come with it. Con. So
con,
what happened was he used Eve because she knows that Adam's gonna fall behind her. So when you
mm,
prop the women up there, you got all these celebrities and all these people they idol worship to this day, right? You prop them up there. That's one of their biggest agendas on how to make man fall on himself, right? But what the
mm,
Most High is trying to tell us here, right? We trying to be propped back up in our rightful position, so that way we can be an example, like what we're supposed to be, a light to the world,
Con.
con.
So once we
Cause
do
that's
that, this is all temptations. We gotta deal with it. Daughter of Babylon, we're dealing with it all. But the Most High said we gotta endure to the end. So that's what we gotta get on. Con.
con. That temptation is a bitch because it's like, like for example, when you the male. their ideal of a life is having either a trap house mindset, being in the hood and dying early, or want to be professional doctors, and worry about keeping up with the Joneses. I mean, they
Right.
both into different types of lights of temptation. It's still temptation versus serving the Most High. Like Yahushua told his servant to sell everything that you have and follow me. You feel me? And you don't necessarily like right now got to sell everything that you have, but everything that you know, everything that you believe in, all these, religions, theologies, you feel me? Everything that coming into terms with that makes you think that makes you, cast that all down and come to the Most High. You feel me?
Con,
Because we got this, how we got to get this work done by casting down all these temptations. Like, it's easy to be like, it's easy because I'm talking about the household. First, because BJ, he did a great teaching on one of the videos about marriage, and then when you talk about our community and nation building, you cannot have that without correcting the household. All right, so it's sort of like with us right now. You know, yeah, the ideal of American marriage is not the same ideal as biblical marriage. All right, in America, you're not even with your woman. I mean, in the Bible, you're not even with your woman. All right, unless you're serving the Most High together. All right, but
con,
you're the head of your woman. All right, and Yahweh Christ is the head of you, and God Yahweh is the head of Christ. You feel me? And then the children is under the woman. So it's everything is order, and that and the lust or temptation can make the woman want to be like, I'm wearing the pants of the house. You feel me? Make the man wear like, I'm the submissive one in the house. I'm gonna let her handle that. You feel me? Or like, you know, you feel me? Like the woman want to give the man uh which curfew, or you feel me? Certain like stuff like that.
Mm.
Like we got to be able to fix that in our community. All right, the man got to be alpha dominant leaders, but you got to love your woman like Christ loved the church. You can't mistreat her. All right. Temptation, since you got the power and all that, temptation make you be like, I can mistreat her. You feel me? Don't do it. All right. The sisters, temptation, like, I make more money than this nigga. You feel me? I could go
con.
wherever I want. Don't do that. You feel me? We got to use balance, and we got to fear the Most High, because the
That's
thing
right.
is, you don't want to give evil to evil. You want to show fear the Most High. The reason you're not
Mm.
treating your significant other evil because you fear God, or not because you want to get back, is because you let that be your breaking point of to not to do evil because you fear the Most High. You feel me? That's how you know you really in the truth. That's when you know you're really enduring. You feel me? Now when you going through all these things, not even just with your significant other, your friends, your families, whatever, endure. Keep enduring.
If-
You don't gotta lose your mind every time you upset. You feel me? We're men. You feel me? And that's a lot of us. We call that, you feel me, going bad back in the day. You don't gotta go bad all the time. All right, just
Con.
chill out, examine the situation. All right, pray to the Most High. You get counsel from the Most High. All right, don't move in temptation. You feel me? Because you angry, because you lustful, because you hating. You feel me? Though that's all fleshly. All right, you want to be spiritual. All right, we on verse 15. Then then when lust hath conceived, all right, when lust is born, it bringeth forth sin. All right. So when you lust, literally, when you lust, eventually, that's like faith without works is dead. But this is in the opposite light of it. You feel me? Like if you have faith to do righteous things and keep the law, then you go out and let somebody know they're Israelite. Your faith is actually keeping the law. Letting somebody know they're an Israelite is the work. All right. So in the opposite side of the evil side, what these Illuminati's do, you feel me? They believe in that lust. That's why they show you porn and all that. You feel me? We all got caught watching porn at one time in our life. You feel me? Like, oh,
Con, con,
you feel me?
con.
Nigga, shit, this porn up. Nigga, got caught watching that. You feel me? Damn, mom, I'm plugged. You know that make you blind, nigga.
That's
You
real
feel
though.
me?
That's real though.
It's real. But you know, it says right here. Then when lust has conceived, you watching all this porn shit, and all the niggas watching this shit crazy. They watching some shit that make them want to do other things now. You feel me? It bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it finished, bringeth forth death. Now niggas want to. They see shit, you know, Janae Aiko talking about eating the groceries. Niggas want to eat the groceries now. You feel me? Niggas want to talk about niggas over here. They talking about Lil Nas X. You feel me? He on these videos dealing with other men. Now niggas seeing that little boys don't have no fathers in their house, no sexual
Right.
preferences yet.
They're gonna
They
look at
growing
that.
up to they gonna grow up and now they see that sin. It could be first it was lust, it became sin. Now he gonna do which is since he gonna do that act. He thought it in his mind. Now he's gonna die. You feel me? So
Right.
we gotta watch what we do, watch what we say,
Easily
watch what
misled.
yeah,
Watch,
man.
watch, watch what we think and rebuke thoughts on daily, because this world is full of temptation and wickedness and evil. You know what I'm
Con.
saying? But we gotta stay be that light still, man.
Cause it's
Get
easy
that
to
beam out.
man. Yeah,
Fall in that darkness, be lurking
it
everywhere. That
it's
John
easy
1
for
and 5.
and it's easy
Con.
for a brother. Like that's why I tell you don't be idle too. Because when you, I mean, matter of fact, let me bring it that scripture out. Idle bring forth sin too. Idleness. You be bored all day, all type of thoughts going to your head. Oh man, our people, man. All things on TV too, man. Ecclesiasticus 33 and 27. Send him to labor. Send that nigga to work. That he be not
Yeah.
idle. For idleness teaches much evil. Remember Kevin Hart on the video on his Kevin Hart never really been funny to me, but he's funny sometimes. But remember when his wife's when my wife leave, he was like, I'ma be mommy. That's the same thing. Don't be idle. Go out and go labor. Don't be in the one room thinking about, money, fame, what else you think after money, fame, and weed, what else come after that? Don't be thinking about all that stuff. Think about the
Right.
work and the kingdom, whatever, because all the riches and all the glory and all the desires of your heart will come next if it's righteous. All right. Ignore your lust and your wickedness. That's why Christ said, we got to cast down vainly imaginations. You feel me? Like we born in sin. You wake up in sin. You feel me? Like
Right.
all that. You
Con.
feel me? Like you got to battle lust addictions and stuff. You feel me? Like we're men. I'm bringing the subject out right now because I mean, shit. Like I'm gonna be real. This is the subject we gotta have as men. I could spiritually go around different brothers and sisters. Don't scared to touch their hands. You feel me? That's why the Bible said don't be quick to lay hands on no men. Because
Uh,
brothers is filthy out here, so we gotta, this is us helping them clean up. So we ain't giving y'all bash. Y'all gotta clean y'all own asses. All right. Please, I'm say this again, especially for all you parents that got children, especially teenage sons and daughters. All right. Send their asses to work. Give their asses chores. All right. Like until they go to sleep. You feel me? Have them do like real talk. Don't make them run away from the house. But
Con.
no, like they're at an age where sin is more subjected to be attractive to them. So this, you put them through sports. You feel me? Like whatever you got to do, get them out of certain lifestyles. All right.
There's something to do.
Yeah,
yeah, they can't be
Ecclesiastes
idle.
33. Yeah,
They start thinking of
Ecclesiastes
their own
33.
things to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real talk. Ecclesiastes 33 and 27. Send him to labor that he be not idle. For idleness teaches much evil. All right. And it says, don't
Hmm.
say little evil, it says much evil. All right. So
Right.
and we're just, you know, we're guys, but we're men. I mean, like, we got flesh. You feel me? That's why our, you know, our goodness is to the Most High is like filthy rags. You feel me? We got to repent for the dumbest things we think of. We think about dumb shit. You feel me? Like, why the hell
That's
I
real
think
talk.
about this shit? You feel me? Why the hell I think, why this come to my head? You feel me? Like, you gotta cast that down. You feel me?
Right.
Con.
Con.
Y'all, on the real. Because that's Satan trying to get in you. And we got barriers of the Most High. He's protecting us. But that don't mean we don't see danger when it's coming. You feel me? A lot of brothers don't have that barrier because they don't keep the statute, laws, commandments, or believe in Yahweh shot. You feel me?
Right.
So
They
there,
like to stay there.
there's a scripture for that. It's the Most High gave people gave them up to their lust. Give me, because you know some people got he gave them up to their own lust. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like, so he could have saved them, but they wasn't trying. So he was like, all right, man. That's why gay people are gay.
And that's the even bigger hole to try to climb out of too, once you that deep, because that's like you was one straight before, you know what I'm saying? Then you went down that even deeper hole. It's just
And
like,
some
man,
hoes
this
you
place
can't
is
get out
full of
of.
dry bones. Con.
Like that pedophile spirit, that Disney Channel spirit. Once you get involved in that level, you can't get out of that shit. You at the Most High says it's better to toss a millstone around your neck and throw it in, I believe, in the ocean to harm one of the Most High's children. So that's why you be seeing men filled in the Most High's anger in jail, killing these niggas that touch kids or harm them, because that's the Most High anger in them
Mm.
for doing that. You feel me? And niggas be doing all type of shit, but when they
Yeah,
come to
yeah.
certain things, you feel me? That's the Most High.
Yeah.
We all can agree with
Con.
that.
Yeah.
Romans 1:27. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, which is their mind, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. All right. So I mean,
Uh,
this is what's going on when you breaking the statute, laws, commandments, you defending homosexual activity, you know, and pedophile activity. Hey, don't be surprised when you wake up one day and you looking at the lust that you trying to defend. All right. You want the Most High. That's like you want to burn. You gonna burn. Then the Most High gonna burn you up. He gave you up. Like, nigga, you ain't mine no more. You shit. You ain't mine. You a bastard. You feel me? Like real shit.
Con. What verse was that one at?
That's what was it? Romans 1:24.
Con. Keep going.
All right. So this I'm on what verse I'm on? I'm on 15. I'm on 16. It
No, keep
says
going on Romans. I was saying because there's two more on there.
let me go.
24 to 23, 24 to 26.
All right. So Romans
They
20,
get you. Con.
Romans 1:25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? Who worship and serve the Creator more than the who serve the creature more than the Creator? Man, that's, yeah, y'all remember that. Who is blessed forever? Amen. Then it says
Con.
26. I break that down too, because I mean, and you could get to different levels on even on 25, but yeah, whatever the Spirit telling you to break down.
Okay, it says, who changed the truth of God into a lie in verse 25, right? And worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Right? Because the Most High is the creator. He's the one that's blessed forever. Amen. But who changed the truth of God to a lie, right? You can read about that in Daniel chapter 7, verse 25, right? Let's see,
Con,
Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. Right?
con,
So until the times of the Gentiles is fulfilled, that's the time of where the beast is active right now. He's changing the times and he's changing the laws, right? He spake great words against the Most High. When he say great words, this is like big blasphemies, right? Like he talking crap to the
big
Most
shit.
High, basically. Right. So he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. Right. So you go
So we
back to
our people.
Romans. This is what he did. He said it's okay to do this in Egypt. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can do whatever you want. Love is love. What they say, kind. So that's why you go
And
back to Romans 1:26, where it says, "For this cause gave them up to vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use of that which is against nature."
con. And when they said wear out the saints, what do they mean by that? Because I mean, Ox need to know that.
Wear out the saints, and Daniel,
Yeah,
and shall wear out the saints. I'll get from there like being destroyed.
yeah, like civil rights movement, war on drugs,
The
police,
Black Panther Party.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah. Con.
Shit, they warned us out. Now it's hard. It's hard to get niggas in the truth. Niggas like, nigga, I'm tired of fighting, nigga. The Hebrew Israelite, nigga. I thought you feel me? Niggas is tired of fighting and
Yeah.
shit. So they niggas is worn
Spicy.
out. Niggas can't say breath and shit. Like, breathe with your hands up, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's the same thing. They warn our people out. Now our people is
And
like, fuck it.
that's been on 400 plus years.
What did Elmer Fudd say to Bugs Bunny when he couldn't beat him? I know y'all. Hey,
I don't know.
come
I
on.
forgot. I
El-
forgot. I didn't know it
eh,
on the spot. I didn't
You
know
got
it
to
on the
join.
spot.
Yeah, can't beat them. Join them.
Oh, can't beat him. Join her. Okay.
Yeah, so our people is on that shit. We worn out. We can't beat them. Join them ass niggas.
Join
You
a
feel
hand in
me?
hand there. Yeah. That's
That's
funny.
that's crazy. But it says on verse 16, back on James chapter 1, verse 16, says, do not err, my brethren, my beloved brethren, which is the
Er,
Israelites.
er,
Which is don't be
error.
incorrect.
Don't make an error. Yeah, con.
Every
That's old
good
term.
gift,
Old term. Salakia. Go ahead.
con. Verse 17, every good gift and every perfect gift from above and comes down from the Father of lights, man, with whom is no variableness, neither a shadow of turning. Ain't no
Mm.
shadow to the Most High. He's all light. Ain't come on now. Of his own will be got he us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creation. So he begat us, meaning he birthed us. You feel me? Like he made us. We come from his loins, his seed. All right, like like we the children of the Most High. Just like when you
Con. That
watch,
goes all the way back to the days before Noah too.
when
That
you talking
same
talking about,
spirit.
yeah, and we
So
talking
when you
about,
say he's light, so when you say he's light, he's just pure energy there.
well, he's not just pure energy because he has a flesh too, like, but it's a
Yeah,
spiritual
he has a
flesh.
Okay.
body. It's just we have a what you call a
It is.
essence of his spirit like split throughout all his creations, right?
We
We all
got
have that
flesh.
Okay.
piece of the Most High.
Our flesh is the form of his spirit, if that
Okay.
makes sense. You feel me? We
A
look
little bit.
yeah, our flesh look like how we the image of Ayahim, the gods, which is Yahushua and the angels. And Yahushua is a splendid
Uh,
image of the Most High, Yahweh. You feel me? So we're made in the image of of gods. You feel me? And then then melanin in our fro of woolliness confirms it with the scriptures too. So yeah.
yeah.
Verse what am I at? 19. No, I'm still on 18. Of his own will begat he us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. So we supposed to be considered like the firstborn, the picked, the selected of his creatures, out of everything that he made on this earth, out of all mankind. We his first fruit, we his firstborn, Israel. That makes sense.
Con,
Uh,
Con. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, Aquam, let every man be swift to hear, be quick to hear, Like, you know,
Con
like you hear,
Slacky.
like, hold on,
I
let me
got
say that. You
go
said
ahead.
what I like when you hear, like, you know, when Lil Wayne came out with the Drought 3 and all that stuff, we was quick to get those mixtapes and all that. We supposed to be like that with the Bible. Like, oh, oh, y'all hear that precept? You feel me? And they got
I
bars.
be
You
like
feel me?
I be like that too. I be like
We
that
supposed to be
too.
just like that. You feel me? It's all rhymes and metaphors in here. You feel? You see how we breaking it down? We like wondering, like, ooh, what does this mean? What does that mean?
Like,
Oh,
ooh, that's
you feel me?
fire. That's fire. Give
Yeah.
me
Oh,
that
this is a
verse. I need that.
bar. Yeah. We supposed to be like that. You feel me? Like all the time with it. Wherefore,
Yeah,
my beloved brethren. And it's a metaphor. Who's the beloved brother? We got to think about he said beloved brethren. Who's the beloved brethren? Yahushua is the beloved. Oh, Yasharala is the beloved. You feel me? You go to the verse. Oh, he talking about this verse. Let every man be
yeah,
swift to hear. Oh, he didn't
con,
talk about no Edomite niggas. Oh, he talking about Israelite niggas. To let
Right,
every man
right.
be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. Let the other nations be, let them be, fired up. You feel me? We're gonna be coordinated. We're gonna be smooth. You feel me?
Uh,
We Jacob. Jacob was smooth. Esau was wild. You feel me? Then it says
a
for the
wild man.
a wild man. You feel me? This says, for the wrath of the of man worketh not the righteousness of the Most High. So how in the hell you can be mad with the wrathness of man? You know, that's which is destruction. You feel me? When a man is mad, we see just red. You feel me? But if you have the spirit in you, you're gonna be able to see more than just redness and blacking out. You're gonna be able to judge and weigh the matter. You feel me? And get out of certain scenarios or get into certain scenarios. You feel me?
Con,
Then it says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness an engrafted word which is able to save your soul. So all that nasty bullshit we be thinking, nasty, whatever minds we be having, we know that's not right. Stop it. I don't know what E40 say. I don't know what you thought. You shouldn't have thought that. You feel me? And think on righteousness, all right? Which is able to save your souls, all right? Then it says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving only your own self. So a lot of brothers be in the truth, and they think they in the truth. They deceiving themselves. They know they're Israelites. They know there's 12 tribes. They can know all the laws, the precepts, the stories in the scriptures, the times, the years, the AD, the BC dates to the prophecy dates, have it all down
con,
pat.
yeah,
But they don't do no work. They don't go out and let brothers know and all that. You feel me? So now they're deceiving themselves like, okay, I'm saved. The Most High wants me. When the Most High
right.
going, he
Slacky.
going, God,
Sorry, I was trying to say something.
God,
Because right there, verse 23, right, says, "For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer," right? Because like Chief Ace was saying, what they do is take these scriptures, they read Psalms, they read a couple proverbs in the church, and then they try to reflect that on a personal level, like, oh, this speaks to me, this is how I should live. That's all it is to it, right? But if you go back up to verse 18 real quick.
verse 18. Of his own
No,
will
no.
begat.
Go. Can you go up on the screen?
Oh, yeah, con.
I'll read it. I got it. It says,
Yeah,
if verse 18, right? It says, of his own will begat he us with the word of truth, right? And what do we learn about the word of truth? That is in Psalms 119, right? Psalms 119 and 142. And that says, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth, right? So when you go back down, scroll down real quick to verse 25 again. I mean, verse 23, right there. Yeah, it's like it. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, right? So the word is the law, and be the doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. So the word of truth, which is the word, is the law, right? That's what we got to keep the law and do the law, and not just hear about it and just don't act on it, right?
Con.
Faith, what they say, faith
Yeah,
without works is dead.
con. Yeah. Cause it don't make sense. It's like it's nothing worse than a dreamer that wants something. That's like an old saying they used to say back in the day. Like, somebody that dreams something and they just want something all day. You gonna stay broke. You feel me? That's like you gonna have faith. Like you can picture yourself in a have you been like 13 and you picture yourself in a Bentley and you feel me like, oh yeah, the girl's going, oh yeah, yeah, you feel me? That's real, you feel me? That's the faith, but we too young to work. You feel me? So you feel me? It's the vanity. You feel me? So it's the same thing when you in this truth. You feel me? You know about all the laws, the kingdom gonna the streets gonna be paved with gold.
Con,
You feel me?
yeah.
But then don't let nobody else don't tell nobody else, oh brother, this kingdom of heaven gonna be paved with gold. The kingdom is at hand, repent. All you gotta say, you feel me? It's crazy.